how many sets you actually need to maximize muscle growth. To maximize muscle growth, hypertrophy, it's crucial to find the right balance between the number of sets, exercise selection, volume, intensity, and recovery. The optimal approach varies from person to person, but there are general principles to guide your training. Let's dive deeper to these factors in the extended discussion. Muscle hypertrophy is influenced by both volume and intensity. Volume is the total workload of your workout, calculated as sets times reps times weight. Intensity refers to the amount of weight lifted. To stimulate muscle growth, you need to perform sufficient volume of work with adequate intensity. A common recommendation is 3 to 5 sets per exercise, but this can vary based on your goals and experience level. For example, if you're doing a chest exercise, like the bench press, you might perform 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 12 reps with a weight challenging enough to reach muscle failure with the rep range. The choice of exercise plays a vital role in determining the number of sets needed. Compound exercises that work multiple muscles simultaneously are typically more effective for muscle growth compared to isolation exercises that target a specific muscle. Compound exercises can often provide better results with fewer sets. For example, a set of squats works on the quads, hamstrings, and glutes, as well as the lower back and core. In contrast, an isolation exercise, like the leg extension, only targets the quads. Thus, you might need more sets of leg extensions to target the quads effectively. Your workout frequency, or how often you train a particular muscle group, affects the number of sets needed. Some people benefit from higher training frequency, where they split their muscle groups across multiple workouts per week. For example, you might train chest on Monday and Thursday, allowing you to distribute your sets effectively. This can also help manage fatigue and optimize recovery. One of the most critical factors in muscle growth is progressive overload. This means gradually increase the weight you lift over time. Progressive overload can be more important than just increasing the number of sets. Start with a lower number of sets and focus on lifting heavier weights can be an effective strategy. For instance, you may begin with 3 sets of an exercise and increase the weight lifted over several weeks, which in turn would stimulate muscle growth without adding more sets. Listening to your body is crucial. If you're consistently sore or fatigued, it may indicate that you're overtraining. Adequate rest and recovery is vital for muscle growth. It's essential to balance your training with proper recovery to avoid burnout and injury. Remember that individual factors play a significant role. Genetics, age, and previous training experience can influence how your body responds to exercise. Some people may require more sets to see growth, while others could achieve it with fewer sets. Be patient and understanding of your unique needs, and adapt your training accordingly. Finally, achieving maximal muscle growth is not just about the sets and reps. Proper nutrition, sleep, and recovery are equally important. Ensure you're eating enough calories and protein to support muscle growth. Prioritize quality sleep to facilitate recovery, and avoid stress, which can hinder your progress. Rest periods between sets can influence your workout's effectiveness. Shorter rest periods, example 30 to 60 seconds, can create more metabolic stress and target muscle endurance, whereas longer rest periods, example 2 to 3 minutes, allow for better recovery between sets, potentially enabling you to lift heavier weights and achieve greater muscle growth. Adjust your rest periods according to your specific goals. Variation in your exercise selection is crucial for continued muscle growth. As your body adapts to specific exercises, introducing new movements or variations can stimulate fresh muscle development. For example, you've been doing traditional bench presses for a while, switch to incline or decline bench presses to challenge your muscles differently. Your training splits or how you organize your workouts throughout the week can impact the number of sets needed for muscle growth. Common splits include full body workouts, upper-lower splits, or body part splits. Experiment with different splits to see what works best for your body and recovery capacity. To maximize muscle growth, incorporate training intensity techniques such as drop sets, supersets, rest pause sets, and negatives. These techniques can help you break through plateaus and stimulate additional muscle growth without increasing the number of sets. Periodically including deload weeks in your training program is essential. Deloads involve reducing training volume and intensity to allow your body to recover. This can help prevent overtraining, reduce the risk of injury, and enhance long-term muscle growth. Keep detailed records of your workouts, including the number of sets, reps, and weights lifted. Tracking your progress allows you to identify trends, plateaus, and areas for improvement. Use this data to make informed adjustments to your training program. Developing a strong mind-muscle connection is essential for optimal muscle growth. Focus on feeling the muscles you're working during each repetition. Concentrate on the muscle's contraction and stretch rather than just moving the weight. This approach can make each set more effective at stimulating muscle growth. Maximizing muscle growth is a long-term endeavor that requires patience and consistency. Don't get discouraged by short-term plateaus or slow progress. With consistent training and proper nutrition and adequate recovery, you'll achieve your desired muscle growth over time. In conclusion, there's no definite answer to the number of sets required to maximize muscle growth, as it depends on various factors, including your goals, experience level, and genetics. A well-rounded approach to your training program, along with regular adjustments, is key. Keep in mind that muscle growth is a journey that requires attention to many factors, not just the number of sets to achieve your desired result. Subscribe if you want to learn how to get fit.